Hey everyone, it's Matthew and I'm back with another video of Euro Truck Simulator 2. So, in this video, we're still on, I think it's the same job as the last video, but I honestly can't remember. But essentially you're taking an excavator, though in this Jazzycat mod it's actually called an Hitachi ZX240 25 ton to Krakow in Poland from Sheffield in the UK at the moment. We've just gone past Amsterdam. It's just gone 4 AM in the game, but that's okay because in about half an hour's time it'll start going light. So anyhow, this is another video on the 1.14 beta, and it has been updated since the last video I did of it to 1.14.06. And that's still a public beta, but it seems to have stopped your game connecting properly to Steam. I mean, it's still connected to Steam, but it's not properly connected to it. So I'd say you can go for the public beta if you want to drive this new DAF, though I think I'd recommend just staying with excuse me. I'd recommend staying with 1.13 for now till it actually comes out as a patch that everyone can play, not just a public beta. Yeah, the sunset in this game is pretty beautiful, even on sort of with a low end graphics card, or low settings I should say. It's still pretty beautiful. What do I have to say about on this video? I have to say about the fact that Farm Sim 2015 has now come out. It came out a couple of days ago, and I am going to get it at some point. Probably not just right now, depends. I might wait till the end of November for the autumn sale, but it looks incredibly good. The layout is a lot more modern, and I think the game has been significantly improved in. So when I get it, I hope to do some videos of it somehow. I'm gonna try and eventually do more than just one set of videos on this channel. I'm gonna try and do Train Sim eventually, but the problem with that game is it's stable but it's very buggy. Potentially I could do a video of, I do have spin tires now, so I might do a video of that later on when I've learned a bit more of it. Because at the moment I'm very new to that game. But I hope eventually to get the Assetto Corsa and possibly the next car game, and do videos of those, hopefully. But partly also I can't. It's very hard to do a video of on the side because it's quite unstable, and it's very hard to get it to play properly and get the audio levels right with the game, because it's very hard to get it to be balanced with the microphone volume. But yeah, so I think I probably said in my last video that I wasn't going to probably try and do Minecraft anymore. I'm going to try and find various other games that I can play that would make decent videos, I suppose. I mean, partly it's not having the best machine to do it on. It does make it harder to find games. The recording software won't cause lag for me or lag for you on the video, so as you can see now the sun is coming up, so it looks pretty beautiful here. do excuse the squeaking of my door if you could hear that. Yeah, that's the main problem is with my machine. The fact that it's not. The main problem is trying to find a game that is playable and I can record with, because it seems a lot of good ones now require a lot more graphical power than they used to, which my machine, even when it's overclocked, graphics card really does not have. It might have it if I got someone to upgrade the memory and possibly upgrade the CPU, but it's still gonna have problems with the graphics card. The fact it's so low end and the fact you can't upgrade it in this machine because of its power supply, because it's only one that's about half high, I think. It can just hit a vehicle as far as I can see. But yeah, the fact this machine has a very small power supply basically means unless you found a way to fit a bigger power supply in it, which you probably could because the case is so small, you're pretty much stuck with the graphics card it's in at the moment. But Bus Sim 2012 is possibly something I might try and do a video of. That game is super hard, so. But the problem, it seems like the problem with buying a machine off the shop without having it customizable. I have just stuck at a local tech store is the fact they don't really give you the full story on how good it is. I'll just say it's this, this and that, and they won't really tell you if you can upgrade it or not. Because really I shouldn't see to have to replace, because the thing is with the PC is if it has a decent base, you should be able to just keep upgrading it and upgrading it till I suppose the motherboard breaks or some part breaks that you can't really replace because it's not worth it. I think if that's the case, I think if I'm honest, if that's the case, the main I think if you have a decent machine, well, if you start with a decent base in a PC, then you can upgrade over time. You don't really have to replace it. But it seems that shops don't really sell. Shops that you should go out to, rather than ones that you order online off. They're customizable. Shops that you go to locally to buy PCs from don't seem to really sell. They really only sell fixed units that you can't do a lot to for some reason, and I do wish they would. I wish most companies would just start out with low-end parts and let you have the potential to upgrade the parts so you could make a better PC over time. I can't see what would be wrong with that personally. I don't see why the upgrade things has to be fixed to only one or two things, really. Because to be honest, there's only a few things you can really upgrade in this machine. That's the memory, which you can upgrade from its current 6 gig, which is not a lot at all, to 16 gig, which is a decent amount actually. And the CPU you could, I think, upgrade to a higher end one. it's currently an older i7 2600K. You can probably upgrade to a 3560K or whatever it's called, and that will help somewhat. But the graphics card is where you're really stuck out. With this machine because of how it just generally is, because it's the lowest. It's really the lowest end 6000 series graphics card you can get, and it really hasn't got any particular power or anything. You can play some game on it, but new ones really don't work with it too well. I mean, the 7000 series card, the lowest end of that one, which is, I think it's a 7550 or 7640 or something, actually has pretty good power. So if it was one of them, it wouldn't be a problem, because it would have pretty decent power. But the problem with the 6000 series is that it's a much older card, so really, unless you have one of the more higher end ones like 6570 or 6600, it's a bit of a problem. That was a bit of a terrible start. Struggling a tiny bit, but it's doing pretty well. Yeah, I still have my cough. The thing is, as you can hear, I'm not actually ill though. I don't feel ill or anything. It's just this annoying cough that I have for some reason. But I think this DAF sounds a bit better from the inside than it does from the outside. As you can see, I've just gone past Osnabrück, so it's because it's now going past Hanover. Yeah, it does seem to be getting harder and harder to make a decent video now, considering the circumstances that I live with, being in the same room as everybody else constantly. And I've been. The problem with this house is the fact that it has one massive open downstairs room. Every other room in the house is separate from each other. Why can't the lounge be like? Why did someone have the brightest idea to think that it would be a good idea to put 2 rooms and knock them into one? I mean, I can understand it in a house if you're doing it for something like this. I suppose some kind of kitchen dining area or something. But apart from that, I really don't see why you don't want privacy in room. Because the fact is, if this room was separated them in from the other room, that'd be fine. But the fact that it's not really drives me up the wall. The thing is, this house weren't like this when it was built, because the type of house I live in is from the late 30s, and the way it was built is it had all the rooms were separate from each other, so the lounge was separated. Basically, the dining room was separated from the lounge, and then someone a while ago thought it'd be a good idea to make it all one room. That's fine in some circumstance, but in the circumstance I do for making videos, I'd rather like it separated, because I'd rather have privacy and quiet for, let's say, making a video or doing stream or anything, because I don't like, it's just something weird with me. I don't like having several sounds in my ears, one sound coming from one way and one sound coming from the other way. It's weird. This is just as if, I wouldn't, as I say, I wouldn't mind if it was two separate rooms. The fact it's, but as I said, the fact that it's one room really drives me up, and I really would want it changed back, which is technically what I would do if I was allowed to do it. I would change it back above the door. Because to be honest, it would be a lot better and a lot better privacy like that. I'd rather have to sit here and you listen to what I have to put with every single day of my life. And you see, the thing is, it wouldn't happen if I did videos that didn't have commentary and just had something else like listen to background music or radio in it. And the thing is, that's the type of video that I would like to make. But I know that you people prefer it if I do a commentary video. The thing is, I used to only do videos that had a bit of commentary in them or no commentary. The thing is, those videos were easy to make because I can make them at any time. The thing is, though, if you have the right circumstance, commentary videos are easy to make, because chances are you're in a separate room, you don't have 10 different things, noises going on at the moment, and tons of things screaming through your microphone. Me, that's not like that. I don't have the personal right circumstance to do a commentary video all the time, unless I was up at a time when no one else was up, and I really don't see why I should need to do that just to make a video. I could understand it if it was revision or something for an important exam or something that needed full concentration for, but this is just making a video. This should be a bit of fun, and it's not. It's just a bloody pile of stress because all the flipping things I have to pull off. I really wish, but basically my point from this is, this house, some stupid person thought it'd be a good idea a long time ago in this house to make the downstairs all one room. Well, it's not, it's a stupid idea. I wish I could have it put back, but chances are I'm probably not going to get that, but if I could, I'd be quite happy. I still haven't looked for topics to talk about, which is why I'll keep going silent until I think about something to talk about. And you can't talk much about not being able to find topics, because it's pretty simple. I don't know where to look for topics to talk about. Where should I look? I mean, yes, there's topics all over, I know. But the thing is, I really don't. I'm not the sort of person that's very explorant and likes to try and look for these topics to talk about. Because often they're false or they're not very interesting. 670 kilometers away. Of course, the trailer is damaged, probably from wear and tear more. Well, actually, it could be from that accident I had earlier. Yeah, for some reason with streams, it's not so bad, but for videos, I don't really think that you should have to put up with constant stuff through my microphone. Because it's personally not fair. It's not fair for me to have to put you through trade with several noises. But personally, I think it would be fair to say that I would rather put the radio on and have you listen to that than me switching on about whatever for half an hour or however long it is, or 20 minutes. Because I think that would personally I think that would be more interesting. To be honest, and it did seem like I did get people tell me that my videos were slightly boring without commentary. And yeah, I'll admit they were a bit boring just me driving around, but whenever I always got better views on videos that I did not do commentary on. So why is some people, a few, telling me that I should be doing commentaries when, if I look at my viewing ratings, they were always better when I didn't do commentary? Because there's tons of circumstances really, and it just seems very, very weird. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll do a couple of videos where I don't talk, and I'll put a radio station on, and I can listen to that. And if I see the viewings are better on that than a video like this, then that's what I'm going to do, to be honest. Because I don't really want to do stuff that's not really getting. It's not worth doing stuff that you don't enjoy so much that I don't enjoy. Yeah, and it's probably, yeah, views do go down if you just do the same game over and over again, but I somehow find it really hard to urge myself to do another video on another game because of all the worries I have about it, because of lag and whatever could happen. I mean, the thing is, I'm sure they turn out fine, it's just I keep thinking that people wouldn't like it because they just have flaws in them. But the thing is, not all videos are perfect, and no one's always gonna have a perfect video, are they? So why should my videos have to be absolute perfection? Well, I'm gonna stop the video here, so I hope you enjoyed that. Do make sure to give me a comment, like, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. But for now, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.